everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. So April's almost over, and with that means we have a catalog ending, we have a catalog that's closed ending, and we have a catalog starting. So it's kind of like catalog madhouse in here. So if you don't have this one and you're my customer, then you should have it, or you should at least, I think everybody should have it. There's a couple of you maybe in Guam or I think Hawaii that may be on the way. There are a couple of you that I have ready to go out, a couple of brand new customers to me that ordered over the weekend or just in the past couple of days. Those are ready to go. My dad has pacemaker surgery this week, and so I'm trying to condense my days a bit differently than I would otherwise, and those will be dropped off at the post office probably Thursday if I can get it in. That's the surgery date, or otherwise Friday morning, depending on how our Thursday goes. So that is this new catalog. And then along with that, the week of May 3rd, which is the day this catalog goes live, that week I will have extra additional thank you gifts for the beginning of catalog kickoff. I will have lots of new videos when I get my new order with stuff that I don't have out of here yet. I haven't even made my full list. I'll do an opening video for you just to show you some of the more of the new things. I have my try it class, and then today I just opened, so it will be open by the time this video posts because I'm recording a bunch on some days and then they're posting later. But I've opened my Hues of Happiness class, which is the first class. This is just a regular online class that I'll do. This is not a cardboard doing class, but it does use the things that you'll get in class. So we'll do 4 projects with this bundle. It's the one that's featured on the catalog cover. So we're going to do that. It will post out the end of May, but registration closes middle of May, early middle May, because I don't want anything to go on back order or be unavailable. And because it's on the catalog, I know lots of people already have it on their wish list. So we're going to get it, and then I will create the class and I'll have it out to you by the end of May. So that is open. So that all has to do with new catalog. And then my try it class those are my most popular classes. We'll do 12 projects, all based around the 12 new papers in here, and you'll get all new ribbons and all new embellishments. There'll be templates. Several of my past videos have talked about those. Maybe by the time this tutorial posts, it will be full, because right now I am down to less than 10 packets left. You can still get the video only class, but if you're interested in that, then you need to get signed up for that ASAP. Now, if you want to, I will do a couple of spare packets, maybe 3, 4, 5, depending on how it all settles down, for anybody new who joins my team, because new members of my team will get a free one. And then that's the one class. Okay, members of my team get all of the video access to all of my classes, all of the online content via my Facebook page, free all the time. So as long as you're a member of my team, you can always get to the videos, to all of the online classes I do, free all the time. And then you buy your own supplies at your discount. I do offer some of the classes, they can buy just the card supplies, the actual like consumables, at a pretty nice discount. I don't do that for all of the classes, but I do that for the larger ones like the retreats and try it. But they can get the try it ones for free because we do it together via Zoom. It's one of our things that we do, because I have people from all over the US, west, east, north, south, all over the US as part of my team. So if you're interested in getting that class for free and then all of the online content all the way for free, then just ask me about being part of the team. So then for today's tutorial, I'm continuing my series. I do one in-person live event a month at my home. And so this week I've been doing the projects that we did at my April stamp camp. So I've done these 2. I've done a couple of others already as well. We always do 6. 90% of the time we do 6. I've been doing stamp camps for over 25 years. And so these are 2. So if you missed these tutorials, those are up. I'm going to go a completely different way today, and we are going to use Your Biggest Fan. So it's kind of a baseball set. It's still open to this. So it's called Hey Sports Fan, the suite. It is a fun suite. Now, I know some of you think, well, I don't like baseball. You don't have to like baseball, because as stampers, okay, 1, we stamp because we like it. 2, we stamp because we give things to people who may not like the same things as us. I'm not a huge baseball fan. Give me some NFL Any day, all the time. I love me some NFL. We work our Sundays and our Mondays and now our Thursdays and sometimes Saturdays. I liked it when it was just mostly Sundays. I love some NFL. I like when the Pacers play most of the time, except for years like this one when we were pretty bad. My husband will still watch them all the time. I'm a little bit of a fair-weathered fan, mostly just because I don't like to watch us lose all the time. That's just not fun. Not so much a baseball fan, but there are people in my life who are baseball fans, and so they like baseball. So sometimes when we stamp, we're making things for people who don't like the same things as us. So there's that. Sometimes I don't like dragons. I'm 57 years old. Dragons aren't my thing, but people in my life do like dragons. So I like cats, but maybe some people who would give me a card don't like cats, but maybe they might, if they know they're going to make a card for me, maybe they'd buy a cat stamp. So sometimes when we buy things, we're not looking because it brings us joy. We're thinking about the joy that we're going to give to somebody else. So that's kind of how I feel about this when I first saw it. Because when you see this, it looks like baseball. But then when you use it, oh my goodness, especially the dies. So there's a couple of ways to look at it. The dies, and I'll show you most of them. You can use them all the time. Like you don't even need anything else. You can just buy the dies. And I have used the large ticket, which I'm not going to use today. I'm not using the banner. No, I'm not using the large ticket either. Because there's this ticket here, and I have used it over and over and over on tons of cards. And I'm not going to even use it on the baseball card today. And then if you got the VIP video card last month, or project, we used the big banner, and it wasn't anything to do with baseball because this is just a really fun banner, and we used it on glimmer paper, and it was like a party flag. And these little tickets, super, super fun, and you're going to see how cute they are. And these tickets, super fun. Little baby banners. None of these dies are baseball. Not a single one of them. Now, they can be baseball if you want it to be baseball, and especially paired with the paper. So you can just get the dies if you don't want anything paper. If you don't have a die cut machine and you like baseball, then these are super easy to cut out because the only thing that you would have to really cut out are the tickets and the banner. So there's that. Then you may have some people in your life, just a few that are baseball, that you may just think, well, I don't need a whole entire bundle of stuff for baseball people. Then just get the paper. Because the paper, so we're going to use this side because it looks like blue wood, so you can use it for anything. It doesn't have to be baseball. But on the other side, here's all your tickets. So while this does cut them out, if you have the dies, it cuts them all out. And we're not going to even use this side of the paper. If you don't want to get the dies and you just have a few baseball people in your life, just get the paper and save it for when you do it, and then just cut out the tickets that you want, because you can see that they say all kinds of fun things. So the paper has like the bases, it has banners that don't even all say baseball things. It does have baseball, it has stars, it has this fun thing here that can be 4th of July. Look, this paired with this, it can be anything nautical. If you have the ship that I did earlier, I think I did it last week because we did do that little sailboat thing. It can be Memorial Day. It can be military. It can be a whole lot of things. It does not have to be baseball. And especially if you pair it with some of the other accessories. Look, it's a whole non-baseball Memorial Day, 4th of July theme. My daughter was born, she was born on July 5th because she was born in Australia. In my post-labor stupor, I asked the doctor if he could mark it July 4th because I was American and she was born on the 4th of July had she been born here. So, when you have a 4th of July baby, it's a 4th of July card. Then you got some dots, and then you do have the ones that are baseball, but then you have this thing that's stars here. So you mix these stars. I've used all the yellow stars, but you mix this, and then this packet comes. Oh, my blue's gone. It comes with blue, green, and red, but you mix this with the yellow and you have some Christmas. So it's a really fun bundle. So it happens so often with the Halloween stuff is the number one thing I notice it. I will use something and later on people are like, I never even saw that. And it's because it was part of a Halloween suite. But if you take the stuff out and you look at it a little bit different, like these stars are super fun. They're really well made and I've used all the yellow ones. But but they don't have to be baseball. And this fun little twine does not have to be baseball. These dies do not have to be baseball, and you get some star dies with it as well. So let's put this card together. And I'm not going to use all the dies because I couldn't fit them all on here. So we're going to do the tickets. Stick those on here. And then I'm going to do the banner here. Now this looks either like a baseball uniform. It can be the baseball. Then we're going to do the tickets. And these do perforate and they do pull apart. So if you want to actually give your kids tickets for something or your grandkids little tickets for something. I gave my grandnephews and one of my nephews tickets for treats all the days that we're going to be at Disney World coming up. I'm going to put both of these together. This is number 1. So it can be for anybody that's number 1 in your life. These would be super cute in lunch boxes for your kids. This would be good for a number 1 birthday, a first anniversary, because your kids came in first in their sporting events. I'm going to put the little banner on some vanilla cardstock. I don't know if I can get this all on here. We'll see. Looks like I'm running out of room, but we may be able to squish it all on here. Then we have the little banner, the little edges to our banners. So I've got a little bit of moonlight. Now this color is retiring, but you don't have to have it. I chose it because I have lots of scraps of it and it's retiring and I hate to throw it away. But navy is actually the color that's in the paper. So if you don't have it, don't think, oh, I can't use this because I don't have any moonlight. Look, I'm going to get it all on here. And then the bigger. So we're going to just run all this through. Okay, so I've got some crumb cake for my card base. It kind of looks like the ball field. Then I wanted to pull that crumb cake kind of into it. So I have some linen thread. So I'm just going to put some adhesive back here. And here's the super cute little tickets. So I'm just going to add some adhesive back here for both of the twines that I'm going to add. So first I'm going to add this on here. And it's just going to kind of add just a little bit of color to pull the crumb cake into it. And we're doing baseball. Could be softball. Could be cricket. Maybe. No, that's kind of pushing it. Cricket's really not my thing. Sorry if you're watching and you're from a cricket place. Now, this is the red and white twine that is from the suite. And I'm just going to put it here on the edge. I'm going to wrap it around 3 or 4 times. But I want it to kind of stay flat. So it kind of keeps that pinstripe look. And if anything moves, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect. And once again, 90% chance I'm going to give this to one of the guys in my life. So, or maybe one of you. Lots of my cards end up going to you guys in my thank you things. So that looks good. So now let me just get back here. Make sure that it's stuck in that adhesive that I stuck there. So if you don't like to tie bows, this is how you do it. Just put some on like that. Now I'm going to come over here. Just make sure that where I know that twine is, that I'm going to hit that with some adhesive. So all the 4 places like that to get the paper, and then those places where we know the adhesive is. And just put that on there, and that's going to kind of hold that down. And then this has enough lift that if we want to stick anything under it, we'll be able to. Now let's do a little bit of stamping. The only color I'm going to use is Night of Navy. Let's do the inside. And for it, I'm going to use this big banner. And if I wanted to, if you run out of paper later and you want to cut this out, then this stamp, you can cut it out with this die. I'm just going to use it on the inside of my card. I love Night of Navy. It's a nice, strong, deep color. I'm just going to put it in here. And then I got these little stars. I'm just going to add some down here in the corner. So that's all for the inside of our card for now. I am going to add a couple of the die cuts that are kind of spare. Now for this, I'm going to show you a little bit of a trick. Because I wanted to use the Hope Your Day is a Grand Slam. And it doesn't really fit on the banner, but I wanted it to be on the banner. So here's what we're going to do. Ink it up. I'm going to get it all the way over here to the side. So that part's on here. So we see, Hope Your Day is a Grand Slam. And the M and the little swish are going to be cut off the end. And I'll show you what I mean. So you can do this all the time. So obviously, if it was here, you still know what it says, right? We can all tell that that's an M and that this is going off the end. But we're just going to cover that part up. We're going to just pretend like it's there. And the optical illusion will be that it's all on there. Nobody's going to know that it's cut off because we're going to cover it up. We want it to be a birthday card. So we have either way. We can take this little bottom ticket and see how they're perforated. If I wanted to, I could pull that off. Or if you want to stick that in your kid's lunchbox or in a birthday card with, redeem for this, and you could handwrite on it what the gift is, you can do that. I want to put my happy birthday where there's the most bit of white. So I'm going to, or vanilla really. I love when we have some designer series paper that have vanilla in it. Let's stick it right there. So that's all the stamping we're going to do. Now we just have to stick all of this together. So let's grab our card. And I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal because that way, if I get anything, here's the catcher's mitt, catcher's things. But with the Stampin' Seal, if anything is not quite where I want it, then I'll be able to move it. So let's put that there. And then let's get this and see if you want to, you can go under here, you can kind of thread it through. This one, I don't want it to be over the top of my words. So this one's going to go here. And see how that's cut off? So what we're going to do is we're going to take our number 1, and because I rolled them through together, they're kind of stuck together. I'm just going to pop that 1 out there. I'm going to pop my number out. The hashtag. Remember once upon a time when we were in school, that was a pound sign. Now it's a hashtag. It's really a number sign in this one. So it's going to come off, so you do need to make sure that you stick it together. I'm going to put it right here. Because when you put it right there and you cover up that, it's all part of our collage of items. But then you can't really tell that that's gone off the edge. Lift this up. Add a little bit of adhesive under that. And if you do it like this, then it stays all exactly like it's one piece. Now I have my number 1. Just put a little bit of adhesive here. There's no sense in wasting these, right? Now I have a number 1 for my banner on the inside. And then we have these adorable little tickets, and see each and every one is perforated. I will take an up-close picture and I'll put that on my website so you can kind of see how cute those are. And again, they could be used on any card. Tickets can be on any kind of card. It does not have to be on this baseball thing. So you can just get the dies, because nothing so far, because that banner, we didn't cut out a baseball banner. I just used paper. So kind of thread those through there. That'll help hold those on. So far, we haven't needed to move anything. And this card is practically finished. So super cute and so easy to do. I'll thread that one through as well. Okay. That way. I'll put these banners on. This kind of helps extend that, so it makes this look a little bit longer. And then the little blue one. Now you could put your happy birthday on this the little banner if you wanted. You didn't have to do it on the ticket. So if you're using one of the other patterns, you can stick it on there. And there's just one more thing we got to do. I'm just gonna find our stars that we want. I'm gonna put a big one there, a little one here. Let's do another big one up here somewhere. And we're done. See, I could spend all that time talking about how fabulous this suite is because it doesn't take any time at all to put this together. They're gonna end up all being just about the same, except for maybe some placement. This ticket's flipped to the other direction because the white paper was there. But they're pretty much all the same because you're letting the dies and the paper do the work for you. And even though that doesn't fit, that's a really good tip for any time you have something and you really want it on a die shape and it doesn't quite fit, just collage it and cover up the fact that it didn't really fit. But super cute. So take your catalog back out, especially before the new catalog starts next week, and take another look at that fun suite. And don't look at it as I don't do baseball, because maybe somebody you love does baseball, but then look at the pieces not as baseball. Just take the whole baseball thought out of it. There you go. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope that if you hadn't really noticed that set, that you will take a second look at it. And I will catch you back here later, as I think I only have one more camp project. So that means I must have done them all. I feel like I've been doing camp projects forever. Everybody have a great one. Bye.